Please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We've got our Luke Cornett green on to celebrate. Very exciting. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. We're back at it, though. We're back at it. Who do we got in the chat this morning? I see Patty Coyne up in here. We got DJP. We got the good Lord Sneeps in the chat. Good to see you guys. We got a busy week this week, guys. I'm not gonna lie. We had some breaking news. The NBA bit. Oh, regulator in the chat. Let's go. NBA bit back to 5 days a week. Although we're immediately going to tell you we're taking a day off on Friday, but no more Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're going to go Monday through Friday. That's right. We're going to have 5 days of sweet NBA bid action because you know what? It's getting spicier. We're getting closer to the playoffs. We got some creative tanking going on. We got some seed jockeying happening. We've got Underdog getting banned in New York. We got a lot of fun stuff going on, right? So we're going to be going Monday through Friday from here on out. Before we get into today's stuff, though, just let's do some business, okay? So live before lock today is a little bit earlier than it typically is. So 4:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to start a half hour earlier, all right? So if you're in those SORARE streets, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, and it's for an important reason. It's because I got my last basketball game tonight, okay? My last basketball game. I'll talk about old hoops later, but my last basketball game is tonight at 7 o'clock, I think, or 7:30, something like that. So I gotta bounce a little earlier. But tomorrow we'll have the NBA bid at 9 a.m. We'll have the 89 Cavs either on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll have the NBA bid on Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday. I'm also jumping on with the Badge Bros on Wednesday afternoon to take place take the place of our guy Nez, who is Daddy Nez. Shout out Nez, baby. So we're going to be doing that on Wednesday. Thursday, we'll have the NBA bit, and I'll also do a live before lock early on Thursday. No shows on Friday. I'm heading to Portland, Maine for a buddy's bachelor party. So that is the business. Who do we got in the chat now? Regulator. Underdog got banned on Friday. Just in New York. Sounds like they needed to pay for a license that they were like, nah, waive. They're like, we're not interested. So I don't know what's going to happen. It sounds like maybe it's going to take a little bit of time here, which sucks. It really does suck. Maybe I save this for another show. Maybe I'll slander on the Badge Bros. I think I was pretty disappointed with how it was handled. It's not like it was a surprise to them that this was coming. And then for people to just find out, like, when New York doesn't allow them, like, they get a cease and desist, essentially. So I don't know. There's probably no way they could have handled it. That would have been like, wow, great job. But a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, Marketplace opens at noon for the Baseball Bros. Jumping on the Badge Bros, where John asked you if you want to drive the drafts or if he should. Yeah, I know. Anyways, that's the plan for this week. I also pinned in the chat. We got another Splash Sports contest that we're doing for tonight. St. Padness, if you will. $5 entry, 3 entry max, up to 50 people. We pay the top 5, I think. People seem to be having fun with it. Our guy Stubbs reached out. He seemed to be having a good time with Splash Sports. I am enjoying it, but I'm also desperate for something because they can't play underdog. The amount of hours that have been freed up in my day, incredible. Have been getting a lot done. Speaking of getting some stuff done, let's get into the weekend of basketball. We'll take a look at tonight's slate as well. The battle for the 2 seed, baby. Battle for the 2 seed in the West is getting fun. So what we're going to do right now, let's just bounce around the league from this weekend's action and then set the table for this week for this sweat. There's Stubbs in the chat. Good to see him. I see Jump Shooting in there too. So let's do Lakers Nuggets first, right? Because these are 2 teams battling for the 2 seed in the Western Conference. This was, man, I got to tell you, there's some weird, I don't know if I'm following too many Lakers people. There was some weird dialogue around Denver this weekend. So they played the Lakers, who the Lakers have had a brutal schedule recently. They had lost 2 games in a row heading into that one. They had lost to the Celtics and the Nets. Luka was a little tired. They gave Luka the night off. LeBron is still set to miss 1 more week, right? Lakers keep it close, though, right? They come out and they drop 40 points in the first quarter. They have an 8-point lead. Denver eventually gets this win, 131-126. Austin Reeves show, right? Austin Reeves had 37 points, 13 dimes, and 4 steals. Also had 8 boards on that as well. AR-15 was out there mowing him down. Oh, God. But look at this starting 5. Vando, Alex Len. Also, Alex Len, starter in name only, plays 12 minutes. Jordan Goodwin, Dalton Connect. Their bench consisted of 24 minutes of Markieff Morris, 20 minutes of Koloko, 28 minutes of Shake It Up Milton, and then 16 of Bronny James. And yet, they only lost by 5. Denver gets the win. Joker, ho-hum performance from him. I got to tell, I mean, he still had 28, 7, and 5. The Lakers have a good defensive scheme for Jokic. That's what we're learning. 2 consecutive games now where JJ and company, no matter who was on the floor, have a defense for him. Jamal Murray, 2 games this weekend, and Mr. Murray was out there looking like he's kind of, I don't know, coming back to form a little bit, knocking down like end of game jumpers to either seal wins or tie games, although they lost one of them. Anyways, he went 9 for 16 for the field in that first game, 26, 5, and 4. So the Lakers dropped this one. Denver wins that game. So Denver, we're going to go to Saturday now, okay? Saturday, Denver plays the pool party Washington Wizards. Now, Washington, I got to tell you, man, shout out Magic Carp 2 in the chat because he had brought this up before. Man, Denver loves to give up a ton of points to opposing bigs, so keep that in mind here. Alex Sarr, they made him look like he should be a top pick, right? Alex Sarr went out there, knocked down, I think, 5 triples in this game as Washington. Wow, my computer's tweaking. Washington wins this one 126-123. Why can't I get to the box score? Jordan Poole sticks a deep triple from the from Russ. Like at first I thought Russ did not close out, but anyways, Jordan Poole hits a deep triple. Didn't even have a great game for Mr. Poole Party. 19 and 6. Alex Sarr, look at this shit. 5 for 9 from 3, 34 points, 6 boards, 5 dimes, a steal and a block. Keyshawn George hit 19. I also listen. I'm going to pull up a tweet here that Gallagher from ETR, and he wasn't the only one. I was watching this end of game here, and the broadcast was absolutely cooking Michael Porter Jr.'s defense on this. I don't know. I did not think this was Michael Porter Jr.'s defense that was the problem here. I mean, yes, he could have rotated, but why? Jamal Murray can rotate back here. I'm going to talk about this and then show this. And again, I'm not a coach, but the Denver defense looked like they were playing an overload on the far side when there was no overload. And so Jamal Murray, and again, they're like, well, Michael Porter Jr. is going to rotate around because he got caught up at the top of the key. I don't know why Jamal Murray can't rotate back here and close out on Keyshawn George. Instead, just kind of puts his head down. It was just weird. Anyways, let's see.
121-120. 22 seconds remaining. Crowd standing, chanting defense. Poole wants a foul. They're out on Poole. Poole cross courts it. Over to George for 3.
Like, I get what they're saying here, where you see you've got Joker up like up there on Poole as well. So they're almost like throwing 2 at him. Now, Alex Sarr has made 5 triples already. So if Michael Porter Jr. slides down here, then Alex Sarr, who again has been red hot, is left here. And maybe they're thinking there's 2 guys here, so one of Brown or Joker is going to be able to close out. But like, you've got 1 guy that's able to cover 2 over here. Well, I don't understand why we can't slide back here. Again, I only know a little bit of ball. That was Murray's guy. Yeah, but they had like moved into a little bit of a zone here, it looked like. So it was Murray's guy. I don't know. I just thought I thought it was weird that they just kind of everybody decided, oh, Michael Porter Jr. sucks at defense, which, listen, historically speaking, Michael Porter Jr. does suck at defense, but he's gotten a lot better over the last year or two. And I feel like he contests a little bit more aggressively than he gets credit for. I don't know. I just thought it was weird that everybody was slamming on MPJ, where Jamal, like, yes, Michael Porter Jr. maybe rotate a little bit more aggressively to close out. Or you could have Jamal Murray cover fucking anybody, right? Like, he's just not covering anybody. Jump Shoot trying to rap like an 80s rapper in the chat today, or he's dropping haikus. Unclear what's happening there, Jump Shoot. Good to see you, though. All right, let's go back over to that's the final score over of that game. So I said 126-123. Just kind of a team effort outside of what Sarr did. On Denver's side of things, you had Jokic with a 40-point game. I would love to see, I don't have this pulled up, but I would love to see the stats of 40-point games that the Nuggets have lost from Joker. I feel like if Jokic goes for 33, 22, and 17, that's a W. If he goes for like 40 plus, I feel like Denver loses. Again, I have no stats to back that up. That is just an off the dome take. But anyways, 40, 13, and 9 in this game. MPJ gave him 20 and 11. Jamal hit a tough midi to tie the game up there before Jordan Poole hit that like almost half-court bomb to win the game at the buzzer. But yeah, anyways, Jamal Murray, tough shot there, 24, 7, and 6 in that one. Russ gave him 22 and 11. I saw Regulator had a comment about Russ in the chat. Where was that here? Westbrook has really changed his perception. Amazing season for him. Absolutely, man. Russ, like, I think now maybe he's changed a little bit from his LA days, both from the Lakers and the Clippers, but it seems like he has embraced this role too. But, I think people were like, oh, he hasn't come to terms with he's like a bench guy or he's a starting guy, but he's not like the guy, and he seems to clearly understand his role there. Strictly Sickly said there were 2 Wizards in the upper corner, so Jamal was trying to watch the corner. I know, but the way that placement was, like, was that Russ that was up there? Russ was able to deny the ball getting to both guys, right? That would have been an insane pass because those 2 Washington guys were kind of like on top of each other. But anyways, good win for Washington. But this is what I was going to say. Like, so the dialogue after this game was that, oh my, dude, Denver sucks, dude. Denver barely beat the Lakers with nobody. And then, are you kidding me? What they did next, and they lose to the Washington Wizards. Are you kidding me? So Denver's schedule from Sunday to Sunday. Ready? They play OKC on Sunday. They play OKC on Monday. They play Minnesota on Wednesday. Then they play the Lakers on Friday and the Wizards on Saturday. So they played 5 games in 7 nights, 2 of them against the best team in the league, which they split. Then they dropped the game to Minnesota, took one from the Lakers, dropped one of the Wizards. And everybody has turned around and been like, wow, dude, they suck, man. Is this team even good? I haven't listened to the Bill Simmons podcast yet. And Bill Simmons is a Denver lover, so maybe it doesn't come up. But I will be listening to it when I take the dog out for a walk in a little bit. I can almost guarantee one of Bill or Russ or Russillo says, is Denver actually good, though? Are we sure? Are we sure they're good? Are we sure they're good? I'm almost positive we're going to get something like that. Yes, Denver is good. 5 games in 7 nights. That's usually a difficult thing. Magic Carp says, better see you carry out the same defensive principles tonight. Listen, last game of the year. We leave it all out there. Okay? Off topic, but what NBA player do you think should have the nickname Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Cade Cunningham. There you go, Cade Cunningham. I like that. You're right. Just checked it out. Thank you, Bottomine. Thank you. So anyways, Denver splits the weekend here, 2-3 in their last 5. Shout out the Wizards, man. I saw regulators saying 6-4 in their last 10. Maybe they peaked too late. Peak too late. Let's go back to some of the scores. So we talked Lakers. Their first game of the weekend was the Denver game. Their second game of the weekend was the Phoenix Suns. Man, Phoenix is dog shit, guys. I don't know how to talk about this any other way. Phoenix is really, really bad. The vibes are bad. We need to insert what's that? Jane Lynch, that Jane Lynch meme from High School Musical, where I'm about to create like a toxic, an environment so toxic or whatever. That is the Phoenix Suns, man. I like Colin Gillespie is out there playing real minutes. Like they need him. Bradley Beal got hurt again, did not play the second half, although there was a video of him just like skipping during a timeout. So I think he's okay. Every cut to Mike Budenholzer just looks like a guy that like that he just got in a boat accident. Not like a serious accident, but he looks a little sun-kissed. His hair looks a little weird. His teeth are a little too white, but he looks disheveled all the time. Like I don't know, like maybe he actually looks like a character in White Lotus that maybe ran over like a canoe in his yacht. That's the energy of Budenholzer right now. Also shut up, White Lotus, man. Last night was slapping. I don't know what this Phoenix team does moving forward. Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns organization exchanged promise rings over the weekend. I thought that was really nice. Devin said, "I'm not going anywhere," and Phoenix was like, "We don't want you to go anywhere." But much like a promise ring, there's no winning involved, right? You're waiting, and I think the Phoenix Suns fans are going to continue to wait. Kevin Durant for sure on another team, next year, whether it's to start the season or halfway through the season. He's not going to be there very long. There we go. Budenholzer has Stan Van Gundy energy. Wishes to get Stan Van Gundy energy. Gundy. Why do I keep saying gun? Yikes. Anyways, Lakers get a much needed win. Report came out from Sean. Also, these Shams reports from the ESPN weekend games are getting a little almost silly, where they cut the clip up, they put it on the internet. He's acting like he is Tom Brokaw reporting on the Gulf War. Like the camera zoomed in a little bit more aggressive, and he's like, "I am just getting word from the Lakers organization and the LeBron James team that though LeBron is with the team and at shoot around, LeBron James will continue to miss one more week of basketball before being reevaluated." Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you for talking about it like we're reporting on how many dead. LeBron's going to miss another week. He's going to miss another week, but the Lakers got a much-needed win after dropping a handful of games in a row. And I said this on, I think, the 89 Cavs. If you're having a bad day, right, maybe a bad week, just a tough run of stuff in your life, just schedule a game against the Phoenix Suns. It's an instant self-esteem booster. They make everyone feel good. Dalton Connect, you're not really feeling like you're vibing with the team. Here's the Phoenix Suns. Christian Coloco might be the only guy that came away from that game that still didn't look great. But anyways, KD had 4 points in the first half, finished with 21 and 9. Devin Booker, 6 for 17 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3. He did have like 19 and 11. Was just fouling the hell out of everybody early in this game. This was, I can't believe, the two nationally televised games yesterday on ABC was this one and then Orlando and Cleveland, which honestly ended up being kind of a fun game, but it's a different Orlando team. Hold on, we're going to do a quick mental health check because I got a cough. We can't go down this road. We can't talk about like how you need to have had sex in order to have responsibility. I just think it changes you, I think it changes you. On the Lakers side of stuff, Luka's pretty good at basketball. Luka finished with 33, 11, and 8. Austin Reeves went 4 for 10 from 3, had 28 points and 6 boards. Jackson Hayes returned to action. He played 29 minutes. He had 19 and 6. Jordan Goodwin got the start, didn't do too much, but fouled. Coloco, I mentioned, 1 for 5. 2 of those were missed alley-oops. Gabe Vincent knocked down a couple of big threes, actually, as Phoenix was starting to come back a little bit. It was pretty big. Regulators said KD to the Heat for 2 of their 2025 draft picks, maybe. That would be fun. I mean, that is what Miami's missing, right? Another shot creator. Oh, man, Miami sucks right now. Sorry, Stan Van Loves. Just sucks right now. Anyway, so Lakers go 1-1 on the weekend. Let's do the Rockets next year, because I think the Rockets only had one game this weekend. I think it was Saturday, or did they play on Friday too? I can't remember if they had won. No, they played. Oh, this is why I didn't pay attention to it, because they played Dallas. They beat Dallas 133-96. Dallas is just waving the white flag. I'm sure you guys all saw these reports. So, the way like the CBA works and all, and like roster construction works, they've already used all their 10-day contracts. They can't make any other moves. If the Mavericks have one more guy get hurt, they will forfeit a game, which is just, I didn't know you could do that. I honestly, I feel like I do this every day. I'm pretty locked into the NBA. I did not know that you could do that you could just have to forfeit. Najee Marshall, 21-5-3 in this. You got Din Shitty with 20 off the bench. Brandon Williams, he had 25-4. It was Tari Eason night. He had 30-8 with 2 blocks and a steal. You got 23-9-5 from Jalen Green. I'll be honest, guys. I have to Jalen Green has been balling. Especially since Amin Thompson went down. He's doing a little bit more. He's balling. Let's get Contrabus in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, shout out Jalen Green, man. I don't give him enough respect, but good win for Houston. Now, Houston, I feel like we all kind of wrote off a little bit. At least I did. I don't want to speak for you. They've won 5 in a row now. The West is like crazy hot. Then they beat Chicago. Chicago continues to stay feisty and lose. Kobe White, 23-7-4. Vooch with 15-7. He kind of sucked. Trey Jones with 19-6. But on this side of things, Jalen Green, again, 28-6 in this one. Freddie Van, FVV, back in action, 23-7-4. The Gooner, 24-15-4. And then you got all 5 starters in double figures. No Tari Eason in this game. And so Houston moves to 43-25. Now, the last team we got to talk about here is the Memphis Grizzlies before we poke around at these standings. Memphis played on, I think they played Friday and Saturday because John Morant played both games of a back-to-back. They dropped one to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, in this game was crazy. So Cleveland wins 133-124. The only guy not healthy for the Memphis Grizzlies was Santi Aldama from like their main rotation. They had Triple J back. And this is my last underdog slate. Pour one out. However, the Cavs were missing Donovan Mitchell. Did not matter. This game was Mobley 22-11. Garland gave him 20-9 with 4 steals. But look at the bench too, just chipping in. All right, so DeAndre Hunter had 18-5. He knocked down 3 threes. Tristan Thompson played 4 minutes. LOLs. Ty Jerome had 12-5 with 3. That's turnovers, not steals. Sam Merrill had 14. Javonte Green. That's 4 bench guys with double-digit points. On the Memphis side of things, Triple J had 4 steals and 2 blocks. He had a better second game, which we'll talk about here in a second. John Morant was awesome. 17 for 22 from the field. He only missed 5 shots. 3 of those were free throws. Went 9 for 10 for the field. 44 points, 8 boards, 7 dimes. Ja has really turned it up here in the last couple of weeks. He's been great. But anyways, tough loss for Memphis. Great win for Cleveland. Cleveland's streak was broken the next day by the Orlando Magic, which we can talk about a little bit later. And then the other Memphis game here was on Saturday. They had the back-to-back. I forget who they played on. Was it Jazz? No, who did they play? Oh, there it is. Miami Heat. Miami Heat, another team losing as aggressively as they can. Scam out of Bio, 18-6. Khalil Ware played 36 minutes. Thank you, Spoelstra. He had 19-11. But man, this game, right? So no John Morant. Why can't I find the grid? No John Morant in this game. Desmond Bane was awesome. 22 points, 10 boards, 8 dimes. He had 2 steals as well. Only had to play 30 minutes. Did not play the fourth quarter at all after playing like the entirety of the third quarter. And then Triple J, 31-6. And I think we brought this up before in a game where Memphis played Milwaukee, actually. Triple J is not scared of anybody offensively anymore. And he was just taking it at Bam. And he hit him. I'm telling you, it's an ugly-ass shot. It is. He gets on his left hand, gets into the block, and just like shot puts it up. So he one trip down, goes and does that with his left hand. I think it was the very next possession or 2 possession later, does the same thing, except this time right-handed push shot. He's just a different offensive player this year. And I feel like ever since his Olympic performance, everybody was like, oh, this guy's a fraud. Not Olympic, excuse me, FIBA World Cup performance. Triple J's been nice, man. And I know Ja just came off a 44-point game. I think Triple J, low-key, their best player right now. Let's see. What do we got in the chat? I got to catch up here. If you want to get some underdog, you know what, Mathology? First of all, I want to shout out a couple of guys that I won't name names just in case that gets them in trouble later, who reached out and they were like, hey, dude, just send me some cash. I'll get some lineups down for you. I appreciate everybody who's done that. Also, shout out our guy, Nick, who's already been making trips down to New Jersey to get his drafts in. I had been thinking a lot about that. I think the amount of tilt I would feel if I commuted and then lost, I think that would break my brain. So I'm just going to use this time to regroup a little bit so I'm mentally prepared when it comes back. However, if it's not back for football season and best ball season, I will be doing it. No, it was not you, Boston Base. Everybody but you, brother. All right, so anyways, Grizzlies get 2. I think that covers all of the teams from the West. Let's poke at the standings here for a second. This is why I wanted to point this out here. Let's blow this up a little bit more. We look at the Western Conference, right? So obviously OKC is cooking. Houston Rockets 43-25. Denver Nuggets 43-25. Memphis Grizzlies 43-25. So the 2, 3, 4 all have the same exact record. The Lakers have played 2 less games and are tied in the loss column here at 25. So they would need to win both of them. I was reading Tom Ziller. Shout out Tom Ziller. Good morning. It's basketball this morning. Look at these schedules for the teams that are playing right now, right? So the Rockets this week, the Rockets play the Sixers, Orlando, and Miami. They've got 4 games this weekend. This week. So they start with Philly, Orlando, and Miami. Should go 3-0, maybe 2-1 if you want to give Orlando some feistiness. And then they play Denver on Sunday. So that'll be a tough one. The Grizzlies are on a West Coast trip right now. They play Sacramento, then they play Portland, and then they play the Clippers, who the Clippers all of a sudden in a little bit of trouble. And then the Nuggets, the Nuggets have a brutal schedule this week. They got Golden State at the Lakers, at Portland, at Houston. And then the Lakers, after being on the road for a bit, are finally home all week. But they have the Spurs, should be a dub. They play tonight. Line is a little funky. Maybe Luka sits. I don't know. Then they're at Portland, at Houston. So I'm sorry. The Lakers are at home against San Antonio, Denver, Bucks, and the Bulls. So I don't know, man. It's the West is going to be pretty tight down the stretch, and the seeding is so important. And I tweeted this out yesterday before the game started, and maybe we just go to this now. Golden State, Minnesota are like right there. They're just 2.5 games out. Now, granted, it's only like 15 or 16 games left in the season, so they've got a lot of room to make up. But you just look at these teams on win streaks, right? OKC 9-1 in their last 10. They've won 3 in a row. Houston Rockets 7-3 in their last 10. They've won 6 in a row. Denver Nuggets playing 500 ball. We already talked about that in their last 10. Grizzlies, same thing, 500 ball. Lakers, same thing. Then you got the Warriors, who have won 7 in a row. Golden State is 14-3 since the trade deadline. They had a feisty game against New York, which we'll talk about here in a second. Then Minnesota, 8-2 in their last 10. They've won 8 in a row. So let's go back. I forget what I had next on my thing. That was going to be Cleveland, Orlando. Let's actually go. Let's skip around here in the agenda, even though that might be illegal. Let's go 5 through 7. Wait, no, that's the Eastern Conference. Oh, man. All right, let's just keep it battle for 2, and let's go talk about it. Let's go talk about some of those games. So let's do Golden State, New York from Saturday, right? So they, Draymond, I got to tell you, man, just like the most unlikable guy in the league right now for me. That, like, the Karl-Anthony Towns stuff is just so annoying, man. Like, it's just like, why is it? Oh, hold on. Let me regroup here. Try not to get myself canceled with what I was going to say here. That made it sound like way worse than it was. It wasn't that bad. I don't like, why can't you say sorry? Can't you just apologize? Like, stop talking about it. Like, and then to be like, oh no, he played like he had some motivation. Draymond, shut the fuck up, man. Like, just apologize and move on. Stop drawing more attention to it. But that's the world we're in right now. That is the world we're in, where it's just like better to do it. It's better to like get the clicks, man. Get the clicks. Maybe I should start doing that. But lame as hell. Anyways, Golden State 97-94. The Knicks are so desperate for Jalen Brunson to come back. I felt like, with no Brunson, you would think Cat's going to put up video game numbers. This was like the first game where he actually did that since Brunson went down. He had 29 and 12 in this one. OG's been playing some really good hoop lately, 23 and 9 in this game. Also had 4 stocks of his own. Mikal Bridges did Mikal Bridges stuff. Josh Hart was 0 points. 0 points in 39 minutes. Crazy stuff from Josh Hart. Golden State, I mentioned Draymond 9-4-3, but it was Steph Curry 28-7-5. Steph Curry, all NBA, man. If you told me at Christmas he was going to be an all NBA guy, I'd be like, nah. And then Jimmy Bucks 11-7-6. Good one for them. Tough loss for the Knicks. Mr. Kuminga is back in action. He had 10-5 in 20 minutes. I can't remember if they played on Friday or if that was their only game this weekend because they did not play yesterday. That was their. Oh wait, I thought they were on a back-to-back. No, maybe not. They got a big game tonight against Denver, which I'm very excited about. That should be a fun one, especially with seeding being so important. DJP saying I think Draymond will be even worse. Maybe. Third team All NBA will be interesting. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I was going to talk about award season today, but I actually think we're running a little bit longer than I thought. So we might save that for tomorrow. We might save that for tomorrow. Oh, we got a Bandy setting. What's up, big guy? Let's do Orlando and Cleveland last night with the streak being broken. Orlando goes down. And beats Cleveland 108-103 on the road. Onto the road. Now, no Mobes in this game, as you see DeAndre Hunter and Maxi Strus both in the starting lineups. Donovan Mitchell got hot for a little bit, but 9 for 28. He had 23, 6, and 5. Paolo now stringing together some dubs here, 24, 11, and 7. He's been on fire lately. Good to see that from Mr. Banchero. He's been really, really good. So that, good stuff for Mr. Paolo. I don't like, I was talking about this Magikarp in the chat earlier this morning, or in the DMs, excuse me. I think Orlando, no one's going to be pumped to play Orlando in the first round, right? Even and I'm not saying Orlando's going to win a series, but if you're Boston or Cleveland, you don't want to be doing that. You don't want, you're looking at Atlanta, Chicago, and Miami. You'd much rather play that team than Orlando, who's just going to be slapping you for 7 games. Or not 7 games, probably 5 games, right? It's just going to be an ugly, probably hard to get into a rhythm. You're going to be a little dinged up after the series. So I don't know. I wouldn't be thrilled to play Orlando. Again, I'm not saying they'd win a series, but I'm not saying they'd win a series. All right, let's do 5 through 7 here in the Eastern Conference. I know I didn't really talk about Minnesota through all that, but I'll get to them. We got Bucks, we've got Knicks. Let's look at the standings quickly, and then we'll do the scores. You got Bucks here I don't know, why did I do 5 through 7? 5. I must have meant 4 through 6, and I just effed it up. Or 3 through 6. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. What was 5 through 7 mean? Anyways, what a dumbass. Oh, no, that was the Warriors. Okay, I did do it right. That's what we were talking about, the Warriors. All right, I feel better. I was talking about the Warriors, Clippers, Timberwolves, Lakers, that kind of range of guys. All right, let's actually do Minnesota. Minnesota play last night. They beat the crap out of the Jazz, 128-102, right? So I mentioned they're 8-2 in their last 10 winners of 8 in a row. They're now 11 games over 500. Utah's not fun. We can't enjoy what Utah's doing. Lauri Markkanen is playing now, so they don't get fined. He played 26 minutes. Somehow Kyle Filipowski only played 19 minutes last night. A lot of Svi Mihalik and Johnny Juzang. But anyways, Ant-Man, 41 points in 31 minutes, went 16 for 27, took 14 threes and only made 5 of them. He was great. Randall only played 20 minutes, didn't need too much of him. Jaden McDaniels, a plus 31 in 27 minutes, 20 and 12, had a nice block against Walker Kessler Ranger. Good win for the Wolves there. And then what was the other game? Did they play on Saturday or Friday? Friday. It must have been Friday. But man, so hold on, where is it? They beat the Magic 118-111. Oh, that's what I was saying. Paolo, yeah, I was mentioning Paolo's games. 43-10 in this one. Ant had 28-5. Randall a little bit more solid in this game, 22-7-5. I don't know, man. They've just got a good understanding of their rotation now, right? With Mike Conley healthy, you don't need Mike Conley to be doing a lot, but you need to make sure you're getting 22 to 30 minutes from an adult point guard, right? You got Conley, Ant-Man, Rudy, McDaniels, and Randall. And now your bench, you got Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo. That is a solid 8-man rotation there. And I don't know. I just think the West outside of OKC, I do any of these teams could win two playoff series, right? And I mentioned here the Warriors, right? And the Warriors have played 2 less games than the Timberwolves. Warriors have and like they need to go 1-1 basically to stay pace with Timberwolves. And the Clippers here, I mentioned, have like fallen back now. They are 2.5 games behind. But the Lakers, as I was also saying, only 2.5 games ahead. Now, let's check their schedule for the upcoming handful of games here, right? Excuse me. Warriors host Denver, Milwaukee, and Toronto before another road trip where they play Atlanta this week. All right. The Wolves host the Pacers and the Pelicans 2 times. That should be at least 2-1. And then the Clippers have to host Cleveland, Memphis, and OKC. The Clippers are toast. The Clippers are toast. And by toast, I mean their best bet here is an 8 seed. But I do think the most intriguing part of this race is like the Lakers have a legit shot of falling into the play-in because Minnesota and Golden State should continue to keep pace. I'm not saying, they will drop a game here at some point, but the Lakers are without LeBron for another week, and this is a 4-game week for them. So I do think a little bit spicy here. Warriors big game against Denver tonight. That's true. That is going to be a fun one. Again, I think Denver's okay. I'm not worried about Denver long-term. I think people are overreacting to 5 games in 7 nights. Although Warriors are favored by 4.5, and that made me think like, ooh, because Jokic is questionable tonight. He's playing. He's for sure playing. I just think the markets have been like, hey, OKC's awesome now. I missed the chat here. Where will Naz Reid go? Yeah, Naz is about to get a big old contract next year, right? Big old contract for Naz Reid. So I don't know. I don't know where he goes. I mean, he works everywhere, right? A big that can pseudo protect the rim while also knocking down some threes, provides a little offensive boost. I like it. I like Naz Reid, man. I like Naz Reid. Let's do Memphis. Yeah, I did see the Lake Show, getting cooked by Devin Booker. That's the only W Devin Booker got yesterday. Let's go to OKC and Milwaukee last night. I thought that was a fun one. That was like an important one. Milwaukee dropped this one 121-105. I believe both teams are on a back-to-back. OKC just continues to beat everybody. Milwaukee won the first quarter, and then OKC held them to 15 in the second. That'll do it. Little 14-point swing there in the second quarter. SGA does what SGA does. He 9-11, never forget, from the free throw line, went 11 for 27 for the field, 31-8. iHeartRadio with 24-12 in this game. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang 16-8. You got Isaiah Joe knocked down 5 triples. He finished for 19. Giannis had 21, 12, and 10. Another triple-double from Giannis. People sleeping on. I mean, no one's sleeping on him, I guess. What's the right? I just think he's a little underappreciated because he's playing right now against like Jokic and SGA who are putting up bigger numbers. But Giannis has been awesome. Dame had 19, didn't do too much. OKC, another win, just another win. Let's look at what the Pacers did this weekend. We already looked at the Knicks game. Pacers played on Friday and Saturday. Let's do the Friday game first. We'll go in chronological order. They beat the 76ers. I'm going to be honest, guys. 76ers, they suck, right? They suck. I enjoy this version of the 76ers more than when their starters are out there. They're playing more fun. That I am like, I don't know, maybe because the expectations are so low. I'm like, let's see what Jeff Downton Abbey is going to do, right? Let's see O'Shea Brissett, welcome back. Instead of being like, oh, here, look at Paul George. But anyways, Pacers get the dub. Siakam 27, 7 and 4 with 3 stocks. Hallie Burton, double 14 and 10. Nesmith at 16, Turner at 18 and 7. There we go, down right there, 24, 5 and 4. You got Jared Butler. Look at this starting 5. Big Bona, Yabusele, Downton, Council the Fourth, Jared Butler. This team right here sounds like what's a good example? I don't know, like in 1800s, like BBC drama. And maybe I guess that's just Downton Abbey. That's in my head. Or like Game of Thrones. Adam Bona, Gershon Yabusele, Jeff Downton Jr., Ricky Council the Fourth, Jared Butler. Anyways, Pacers get that W, and then they play on Saturday, which I think they dropped that game against Milwaukee, which I believe gave Milwaukee the tiebreaker against the Pacers. They now own the tiebreaker. Yeah, they won 126-119. This game seemed like it was out of hand. And then In the fourth, Pacers outscored Milwaukee by 11. Hallie finished with 24 and 15. Also had 5 steals. Neesmith, we got a Neesmith sighting. He had 30 and 4. Spicy P with 26 and 7. Turner had 14 and 4. But Milwaukee, look at Giannis, 34, 10 and 7 in this one. Dame time, 25, 10 and 8. Stars doing star stuff. Milwaukee positioning themselves nicely heading into the playoffs. And then we could talk about Detroit here. I don't know if you guys saw the Bickerstaff here. So Detroit lost the game to the Thunder. And I saw everybody dunking on this, being like, this is so corny or whatever. I don't know. I kind of like what Bickerstaff was doing here. Let's watch this clip together here. Let's watch this clip together of JB Bickerstaff yelling. JB bickering. Am I right? Am I right?
I'm extremely proud of the way they continue to compete. I'm disgusted by the way that game was officiated. The level of disrespect was above and beyond. They have a guy fall down and trip on his own teammate's foot. They review us for a hostile act. They throw an elbow to our chest, neck area. I ask for him, at least take a look at it, right? Just show us the respect to take a look at it, okay? No one would take a look at it, okay? The disrespect has gone far enough, and I'm not going to allow our guys to be treated the way that they were treated tonight, okay? I tried to have a conversation with official. The official was arguing with Mark. I say his name one time, and he screams at me and tells me that's enough, right? We understand that we play a style of ball that's physical. It's on the edge, right? I coach my ass off with a passionate way. I'm into the games. Our players are into the games. We understand that, right? But we deserve a level of respect because we're competing our tails off and bringing something positive to this league, right? We're growing young players. Our young players are competing their tail off.
Here we go.
The least that they could do is get the same respect that everybody else in this league gets and get refereed the same way that everybody else in this league gets reffed.
I love that. I love it, dude. The momentum in which that picks up, man, that's like also, you shut up Patrick Coyne here. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. This is Alex Caruso after Greece vacation. Anyways, great. That's like, I think that was nice. I like what JB Bickerstaff's doing. Getting your players fired up. I also like the momentum in which he was slamming it down. It really picked up. Bickerstaff should not have spurred the crowd to chant "Refs suck." Did he do? I missed that. If he did that, hell yeah. I love that too. But anyways, Detroit lost that game. Let's go look at that standings here for that, right? So Knicks, even though like they're 5-5 in their last 10, so is everybody else behind them. So they're the 3 seed. The Bucks are not gonna make up 4.5 games here down the stretch. But the Bucks now with a half-game lead over the Pacers, but they're tied in the loss column here. So Pacers and Bucks kind of control their own destiny. I guess the Bucks with the season series lead puts themselves in great position if it was a tie. And then the Pistons still a game behind them. But I think this is going to be this is like your run and show right here. It's going to go Knicks, Bucks, Pacers, Pistons, which I do think if all these teams stay healthy, these make for really fun first round matchups. It does sound like there was a report this weekend that Brunson is probably not coming back until the playoffs or like right before the playoffs. I don't know. I'm excited. He did get fined already. I think it was $100K, right? I think he got fined $100K. Is that right? I thought I saw that the fine already dropped. Maybe I'm missing that. But anyways, good stuff. I'm excited for that playoff series though. I think it's going to be pretty fun. I think I do think no matter who you think wins, these series are going six games at least. Oh, did I get Centelled? Ooh, Centelled, baby. Centelled. That deserves a mental health break here. If I got Centelled, let's get it. What a throwback. I think that's great. I think we covered everything, right? I think that's it for for like the main stuff from the NBA this weekend. Let's I'm gonna skip award season. Let's check into tonight's stuff. Let's see what we got for tonight's action. We get some good games. Listen, I know everybody's gonna talk about like, oh, the tanking is broken. And yes, the tanking stuff is frustrating. We're starting to get some good hoops though, which is why if you missed the beginning of the show, NBA Bit Monday through Friday now, baby. Monday through Friday. All right, here's what we got. Knicks against the Heat tonight. Heat have lost 150 games in a row. Knicks are 7.5-point faves. You got the 76ers and Rockets. Now, that is a game you don't have to watch. 15.5 points. That's crazy. I don't even know what the Q tags are. I saw Mathology put something in there. What was that? Against, who was it? Was it a Maxi Q tag you asked about? I haven't even Maxi Q tag tonight going ADP 30. I just don't trust them. Like we saw Toronto this weekend, right? Toronto, they're not playing their starters aren't playing the fourth quarter anymore, and the Sixers don't have any reason to try. So, like, even if Maxey comes back after missing a bunch of games, I just don't think I want any of it because if he's playing really well, he's not going to play in the fourth quarter. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the game's close, he's not going to play, and if it's a blowout, he's not going to play. So I don't really love it either way. That would be my take. But again, you might not want to listen to me because I don't play underdog anymore because the state of New York. Pete Overzet gave me a great idea that I should go outside the underdog offices, which is in Brooklyn, by the way. Like, how are you not legal in the state where your office is? But that I should go get a cardboard box and protest out there saying, let me scroll, let me scroll. Yeah, DJ Pete, relax. I'll get there, brother. There we go. 8 days a week. Thank you, Boston Base. Yeah, also a great point. Maxey wasn't I'm assuming that's what you're saying. He was not playing that well before the injury either, right? Anyways, let's keep looking here. You got Pacers against the Timberwolves. Timberwolves 7.5-point favorites is kind of interesting. I'll still pull up underdog, I guess, for my injury news. Do the Pacers have any injuries today, or is that just all right, Neesmith is Q. Okay, they're all Q tag. Hallie Q, Turner Q, Neesmith Q. I know Minnesota's playing red hot. I think if the Pacers are fully healthy, that should be like 3.5. I guess Pacers are on the road. Maybe that line's right. Maybe that line is right. I don't know. Okay. Pistons against the Pelicans, 6.5-point favorites. Man, New Orleans, just tough stuff. Chicago, 5. This is how bad Utah is. Chicago's a 5.5-point favorite. The fuck? Nuggets against the Warriors. This is the game of the night here. 10 o'clock. Warriors 4.5-point favorites. It opened up at 5.5. Jokic with a Q tag. I think Gordon has a Q tag as well. Does Jamal have one? Let me look at the Nuggets, the Nuggets. Jokic, Brown is probable. Gordon, yeah, Jamal Murray. They're all playing. I think they're all playing. Warriors have Steph questionable. I think he's playing too. Like that line indicates that they're playing. I like it. Can you go to Jersey? Yeah, I can. Well, for best ball, I can. Yeah, I know you can't do daily slows, right? For underdog, I know it sucks. So you can drive New Jersey and make your underdog picks. Yeah, you can do that. I can do that. But this is what I was saying earlier in the show. If I commute to New Jersey to then go place or to draft or place bets or whatever, and then I lose, that tilt will be insane. And because the NBA is like, I'm sure I'll do something like that for the playoffs. I don't know. Maybe we'll make some content out of it. Do a show from some bar in New Jersey where I'm just grinding, both in the dance floor and in the drafts, you know? Anyways, I'm excited to watch that game. My game's at 7 o'clock. Listen, you want a little old man hoops take? Yeah, regulator. You say I have had a brutal 2 months. I shouldn't say brutal. We've been like down a little bit, close to break even. We've had a couple of nights save us, but it's been stuff. Are you in Burlington, Vermont, Mathology? Is that where you're at? Do they have underdog in Maine? Can I draft in Maine? I'm going to be in Portland this weekend. I will grind my off if I can do it in Maine. You used to be able to. I remember being able to draft best ball in Maine like a few years back. Man, I love Burlington. Burlington's love Burlington. Anyways, shit, what was like? Oh, yeah, Old Man Hoops tonight. Last game of the season, guys. So our most recent game, we knocked down 3 triples. And as I mentioned, I needed 4 to catch the leaders. So going in to my last game, this is the last week of hoops. We're to win the 3. I'm saying win. I don't know if they're keeping track in this. we're down 1 3-pointer. We're behind 2 guys. 2 guys are tied with 22 3-point makes this season. I have 21. All right. I think I might have to have a conversation with my teammates if the game gets out of hand in the first half to just be like, feed me the rock. We're going to get shots up. Because listen, we're not making we're going to just miss the playoffs. Top 6 teams make the playoffs. We're going to finish 7th. We almost won last week, which would have gotten us a shot at it tonight. But it's about me now, right? This is about me. We got to not where we will be exactly, Sneeps. We will be chucking. Regulator said, same team next season when you went to the portal. You know what? I actually am having a great time with this team. I'm having a lot of fun. And I would say if we started the season now after playing together, where as Mike Schur said about comedies, you take the first 10 episodes of a season of a comedy and you throw them out and then you start, because that is when like you need that lived in experience with the team. That's what our team is. We got like blown out our first couple of games. That would not happen. We were playing really well. And we had never played together as a group. We're playing against teams that have played together for a while. So anyways, yeah, we're going to stay together. We're going to stay together for the spring season, which starts in a couple weeks. But more importantly, we need to win this 3-point championship. That's what I need. All right. That's what I need. All right, let's get back to this. How many games do we got left? We got Kings. Man, the Kings are not fun right now. The Kings are not a fun team. Also, like Sacramento, it's not going to happen. Let's finish this quickly. Sorry. Kings are 2.5-point. How are they favored? Who the fuck got ruled out tonight for Memphis? Are the Grizz throwing this game? All right, Ja's already been ruled out. Santi is doubtful. Scotty, why? Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. We need to place a bet right now. Look at this line. Why are the Kings favored? Just because Ja's not playing? Sacramento is not good right now. Am I missing something here? I know Sabonis is back, but guys, what is happening? What's with this line? Do you think we get another Q tag? Like, is Triple J not playing? No, they get Jared. Huh. Kings are 2.5-point favorites. That's wrong. That's wrong. Interesting. Yeah, Kings are at home, but Kings suck at home and on the road. Contrabass. Jalen, it sounds like he's not going to be back till like right before the playoffs. That was the report I saw. Yeah, well, no, I can still make bets. I just can't go draft. Yeah, Triple J. Yeah, dude. Here, Triple J to score 25 plus. Bane over 7 assists. And Memphis to win. There's your bet. There's your bet. I might go do that the second the show ends. Anyway, Spurs against the Lakers. Luka might sit. I think I could see them resting some guys tonight because they should be able to win with or without you. And then, anyways, Raptors and Suns. Listen, Raptors are 8.5-point dogs. Raptors are trying to lose games. Phoenix sucks, though, so I would not be surprised. And then Wizards and Blazers. Wow. Okay, we have 2 games to watch tonight. We have Pacers and Timberwolves. Everybody watch that one. And then we have Nuggets and Warriors. Those are the 2 games to watch tonight. Let's quickly, seriously, right? Am I missing something on that? Before on the Memphis money line? Before we go over to SORARE to do some rewards here, let's remind the people, we got a little Splash Sports contest going on. We've got 2 contests going on. We've got the St. Patty's Day March Madness, which I'm going to share the link again, St. Padness. I was proud of the work that I did there today, which is just, again, a $5 entry, 3 entry max. Just for fun. We're just having a good time there. It's a fun one over there on Splash Sports. Use that link to get signed up and to get into the contest. We pay the top 5. We're having some fun over there. If you're in the U.S. or Canada, you can play. Anywhere else, I'm so sorry you can't. But yeah, anyway, Splash Sports has been fun. I've been enjoying it over there. But yeah, we got 17 entrants already. We're doing a March Madness. You're not allowed to say March Madness, which I think is fun. March Madness Survivor Championship over there, which is basically a Survivor contest. So you pick a team each round. Can't use the same team twice. So go do that. All right, let's go over to SORARE. We had an okay week. That shit was high scoring over in SORARE. It was high scoring over in the SORARE streets. Let me get over there. Hold on one second. I forgot I didn't have SORARE pulled up. All right, here we go. So I'll look at my lineup and then we'll rip these rewards here. Here we go. Share screen. So this is what we did this past game week. Like I put up 288 points and barely cashed, top 25%. Joker dropped an 88. Beware the Sohan dropped 34. Mark Dubb with 61. Kawhi with 56. And Art Ihart with 46. I ended up canceling this team because I knew I had no shot there. I forget how many points he would have finished with. And I canceled this team too because similarly was not going to have a shot. Although that actually might have had a shot. But Pell Larson disappointed. And so I'll show you why I did that in a second. And then this team finished in 64th. Again, 227 in contender, only 64th. Triple J with 47. Sandro with 39. Anthony Black with 34. Big body Keldon Johnson 45. Tyree Eason with 60, right? But the reason we canceled those is yesterday we ended up playing in the daily hoops. We finished 5th because we threw Giannis, Klingon, Mark Dubb, Scotty Barnes, and Din Shitty. Finished 5th with a 3-star. 3-star I already opened. That ended up being like 5 rare essence or whatever. But here we go. Let's open some essence. You guys do anybody crush in SORARE this week? Dustin said pull up your rec league highlights. People need to see the range and the dime. What's up, Dustin? Dustin's on East Coast time, right? Aren't you out in Miami right now? Yeah, Dustin's not wrong, man. We had a nice little dime there after I crossed the guy up with a through the leg. And then we knocked down 3 triples. We're going to start an Instagram account, I think, after this season for the new season, just called Wash Hoops. I think we're going to do it. I don't know if there's anybody on my team that would do that. Maybe Jay. Jay might do it, but I don't think so. All right, let's go to the boxes. Let's see how we did. So we got a 3. Wait. I did that. Maybe that was from the last one. All right, we got a 3-star and 4-star. Let's see. We still need some super rare essence. How'd we do, baby? 2. Boo. All right, let's do the 4-star. Come on, big money, big money. Let's win $1 million. 3. Okay, so we picked up 5 essence. What does that put us at? 62. We're waiting until we get to 100. We're not crafting for a tier 4. And then this one, we need to get 30 more to get to a tier 4 as well. And that one we will craft right away. But there you have it. There you have it. See, we didn't even have time for award season today. You're watching from a plane? All right, safe travels, Dustin. Wow, that's great Wi-Fi. You can watch streaming YouTube on a plane. Wow. Shout out to Dustin's Lakers, baby. Let's do the drop for him. Let's do the drop, the voiceover Dustin drop. Also, Dustin, we're going to get your kiddo's been out there. I saw him hitting the 3-point celly. Hold on. Where's the Lakers fans of the worst? Where's that drop? Let's do that, and then we'll wrap up here. Oh, my God. Did I delete it? There's no way I delete it. Why can't I find it? Oh, my God. Where is it? I know we still have it. I think, am I having a seizure? Oh, my God. I can't find it. We'll do this one.
Headed to the octagon for some UFC. Me and the homeboy DUST. 3G's cash and a card on me. We about to blow it up for the 213.
There we go. Hell yeah. Whoa, you want a Giannis super rare? That's sick, movie cells. That's sick. I couldn't believe it too, man. That celebration was sick. That celebration. I was proud of him. Get me a jersey. All right, guys, we're going to call it there. So reminder, live before lock is at 4:30 today. 4:30. Have to do it a little bit earlier because we're going to be chucking some triples in our own basketball game tonight. So 4:30. NBA Bits now Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. So we're back again tomorrow, except for Friday. This Friday, we're not going to do it because we're traveling. But hope you guys have a great start to the week. Happy Monday. We'll see you this afternoon. We out.